I learned something really, really cool, or things of that nature, things like that. So, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Like, I, I'm weird, and yeah, and here's why I say I'm weird, because I like to watch videos where black cats are being popped, earwax is being removed, and I like to see that stuff because it's fun to me. Um, Not only that, it kind of helps me be more hygienic. I don't know. But I will say this: I really like to watch videos where lizards are peeling. And I know I'm not the only one because I don't know why. It's satisfying. It's oddly satisfying. Not only do you hear the shed coming off, but it also seems like the lizards are liking it. So with me, whenever I would touch a snake and I see that it is peeling, I'll feel tempted, or I actually will literally shed the skin off and look at it. I'm like, oh my god! I really like, because there was this one video where the guy, he has like a bunch of geckos and he moved, and I guess it caused a little bit of stress on some of the lizards, and the geckos were having trouble molting. So he helped one of them out, and when they pulled away, because they took the one from its head, it pulled away, and you could see like the eye and everything. And then there's a bearded dragon, which clearly likes it because like he'll like let him help him peel and everything. It's oddly satisfying. I like it. Uh, but speaking of which, like I said, I learned something new. I learned that bearded dragons change color. I did not know that. I knew the chameleons would change color because it's a survival instinct. How they would change colors to prevent themselves from predators, prevent them getting eaten by predators. I did not know that bearded dragons change color. I learned this from a post on Instagram. It was on Instagram this morning, and I saw a post, and they said, "My bearded dragon changes color." And the bearded dragon was, in fact, changing color. Um, if the bearded dragon turned like a kind of white color, it meant that they were happy. Or if they turned to a black color, they were angry. They were angry or sad kind of thing. If they were light gray, they were adventurous. If they were dark gray, that means they were cold. I did not know that they can change colors. I did not know that. You know, I knew that the alligator cannot breathe upside down. I know it's the same thing with the crocodile, with their saltwater cousin. They cannot breathe upside down. They have to be, on their stomach. What else? They have, their underbellies are on more of the soft side, so they have like a soft underbelly, which that's kind of like their weak spot. I knew that if you're being pursued by an alligator, you have to go in a zigzag rather than a straight line, because if you go in a zigzag, they kind of follow you, so they kind of have to sort of go the way you did. I was also told, don't climb up in a tree because they will jump. They are known to jump. You may not think they jump, but they jump. But speaking of reptiles, I got to see their ancestors. I went to this exhibit called Dinos Alive. And as you can see, it's VIP, but I did not. When I bought the tickets, it was supposed to be 3 people, but the third person did not make it. So I guess because I bought 3 tickets, it was the same price as VIP. So the woman who I have her scan my tickets, she gave it to me. She goes, "I'm just going to give you a VIP. Since the other person is going to give you a VIP." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So there you go. I also got a ton of pictures. I also bought some stuff. Apparently, with the VIP, you get a free poster, which I got a free poster. You get a choice of a magnet or a free poster, but I chose the free poster. So there I am, like I'm being pursued. Yeah, so this was Dino Alive. Here you go with those little, ram-like ones. Tyrannosaurus Rex. There you go. Yeah, and then I'm like, ah, there's me, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna eat it. And then the Spinosaurus, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, here's a better look at it. Yeah, so that's what that was. Yeah, so here's me. Ah! So, yeah, oh yeah, these guys. Which, apparently this was more modeled, around, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, because, the Velociraptors, I don't know if I have, oh yeah, the, Ankylosaurus right here. So the Velociraptors, I remember I saw one of them. I noticed that they had, the same kind of, bluish scales like Blue did in Jurassic World, and I was like, oh, look at Blue. And my friend was like, yeah, that's what it's based off of. I'm like, oh, he goes, yeah, because he's a huge dinosaur fan. He apparently wanted to be a paleontologist, but I guess life had a different path for him. Because, the one with the spines, he goes, they're not that big, and they don't spit acid, and they don't have spines, those kinds of, spines in real life, because that was only made for the movie. That was only for that. And the Spinosaurus, so the Spinosaurus is supposed to be like 15, 16 feet tall. I guess the Spinosaurus wasn't 6 feet. They're like, that's not what they look like. That's not how tall they are. And then the Velociraptors weren't that big. They were smaller than that. They were like 4 feet tall. And then one of them, like the little dinosaurs, like that are like probably like this big. They had the Godzilla sound. They had a Godzilla sound. And then they had the underwater exhibit part. We were thinking like we were gonna be seeing like the supposed underwater, creatures, like the Mosasaurus and things of that nature. No. So basically you go through this little curtain. So you go in the tunnel and at the end there's a little curtain. Once you go through the curtain, there is like a huge room that's blue, and it's supposed to make you feel like you're underwater. And basically the walls are like the old school like desktop kind of things, where like if you were to click on it, it would make a ripple. Well, it was the same thing. It was just the wall, and if you bounce the ball off the wall, it would cause a ripple effect. So that was about it. So you would see the dinosaurs like, swimming and so forth, and I was like, oh, okay. And then if you were to step out of that area, you would go to where the kids could ride the dinosaurs. I want to ride one, but I'm not a kid and I'm way over the weight. They had a little, VR experience area, but it wasn't that impressive because you, could see what they were showing. It wasn't that impressive. They had a little area where the kids can color, or if they wanted to excavate fossils, they could do that. They had a little gift shop. I took a picture with my friend, and I made it look like we were getting attacked by a dinosaur, because you could choose between being in the jungle, being in a waterfall, Mosasaurus, in the water with the Mosasaurus, or T-Rex. I chose the T-Rex because I think it's fun and it's better that way. That's just me. But yeah, it was a lot better than Dino Adventure. That was ridiculous. Basically, Dino Adventure, it took place outside. This took place inside. And Dino Adventure was like, when you're on a school field trip. Like, for example, I went to Springfield. And Springfield, we got to see, kind of like Abraham Lincoln exhibit. On the outside, you could see like the houses, to have that experience of how people back in those days lived, that kind of thing, kind of like that book Running Out of Time, where people would come and see them, but they didn't know who they were. Like they were believed that they lived in the 1800s, and to find out, no, they don't. Kind of like The Village kind of thing. Um, or like, if you go to Massachusetts or New York, you'll see people, dress up as colonial times. You get to see how people lived, that kind of thing. But they just put the dinosaurs there, so you will have a blacksmith doing his thing, like a wax figure of a blacksmith doing his job, and then a freaking stegosaurus is there, and it's like, what the heck? So really, it was like those cheap animatronics, like, oh, here you go right here you go right here, and it's just like, what the heck? Yeah, it was kind of, yeah. None of that area is really, really crowded. Like, there was one indoor area, but that was mostly for, like, the kids to play at the bouncy house, race cars, ride the dinosaurs, things of that nature. But this was a lot better. Was it all that? No. But if I had to choose between Dino Alive and Dino Adventure, I would choose Dino Alive because it was a lot better. That's just me. But, yeah. Bearded dragons can change color. And Dino Alive was better. And I did take some little video shorts of it, so probably this coming Saturday I will post those shorts so you guys can see. And go from there. Bye.